I see. But what we've always have to keep in mind, maybe, I don't know, the last half hour, we've been talking about quite lots of concepts that are that might seem a bit, I don't know, soft, like how do you behave as a human being? How do you company culture? How do you see humans in terms of how to drive innovation? But and that might be the surprise for people who are listening, not for us, but for people who are listening, is that companies who start driving innovation in that way actually see very hard and measurable ROIs as well. They see return on invest. So we've seen some cases, for example, faster time to market by 7 months, which is 30% faster than for the other products. And you can imagine, what that really means in terms of more revenue, profits. We've seen 6 times higher innovation activity than before. We've seen multiple times higher participation rates, more successful products. So it's kind of really always depends on the use case, how you measure it. But but this is really, might be the surprise to the people listening, that we're talking basically about how our view on humans and company culture, but in reality, it really drives business results.
Yeah, I think that most people know that the most successful companies are somewhat creative and somewhat innovative, but they don't know that the ones who are most innovative as the ones that are most creative. Like everybody knows, like Amazon is always creating more and more values and more services and products. They know that, but they don't say like this is processes of innovation that is done again and again, and many of the things you see, it's like that's the only result that you see, but there were like thousands of ideas they tested before you saw Amazon Prime, for example.
Exactly.
People think that okay, they have the teams and they decide to open a new team which is called Amazon Prime,
and it happened by itself.
And then it happened, right? So they don't see the hard work of, like, I think that many cases when you think about innovation, it's either very technical, like digital transformation, or a creative stuff, like being very creative. But it's actually the way you work and the way you act in the world and the way that it's your daily life, trying to think about things differently and maybe solve things differently and maybe think about how can we create something better or a better thing? So it doesn't matter. Like it's doing it all the time.